Well, this is the day we took on the Saints. Welcome to Palace to the Core. My name is Stephen Dawes, and today I'm going to be talking about the game between Crystal Palace and Southampton. I'm going to bring you this type of news and reviews almost every single day if I can. So don't forget to subscribe and click the bell for notifications to help this small channel grow and become a hopefully a big source of Crystal Palace news for you too. Okay, so the game against Southampton, we were without Doucouré again, so it was a bit of a worry for me. I was wondering what they were going to do. They ended up putting Milivojevic back into the midfield, and I was a bit concerned about that, I have to be honest with you. By the way, I'm going to be talking about spoilers and all that kind of stuff, so if you don't want to know what's going on, go back and check out the game and then come back and listen to what I've got to say. Okay. So, I was a bit concerned. Hopefully, I was hoping that we could build on the previous home games that we'd had, make it 3 on the bounce, stuff like that. Hoping we wouldn't do it in the same way, which was coming from behind, but I was hoping we'd get a good result. And as it turned out, we did okay, I think. First half, I think we came out, we were a little bit slow to the ball. We kind of took a little bit of time to settle into the game, but after about 10 or so minutes, we were starting to pass the ball around, started to cause Southampton problems. Southampton, I don't think were playing particularly well, especially in the first half, and I think that we took advantage of that, which was good. Not to say they didn't have their chances. I mean, one shot hit the post, a curling shot hit the post, and nearly caused a goal. But you know, in general, I think that we had the majority of the possession in the first half, and we were playing really well. Edouard had a goal disallowed for offside, which I thought was a shame, but obviously it was offside. But that was a good chance. And then later on in the first half, he actually did get a goal from an assist by Mitchell, who. And I'm going to talk a little bit about Mitchell in a minute. But anyway, yeah, he got an assist from Mitchell. And so the first half I thought was pretty good. I thought that we were playing really well. I thought Milivojevic actually had a good first half. I thought he was linking up well. He was passing the ball well. He was getting involved. And I thought he had one of his better games against Southampton. But let me know what you think about that down in the comments, whether you think he had a good game or not. And in general, I thought we worked really well. We were passing the ball well. We were getting Zaha involved. We were getting Eze and Elise involved. Eze, for me, he's just getting better and better every single game. You know, you can see his confidence is returning, you can see his skills returning. He had a lovely little over the head flick, similar to the one he had in the friendlies. I think it was against Montpellier. I think it was the flick. I've got it on my channel if you see it there. It's very similar to that. And I think he played really well. I think the whole team actually played quite well. I thought that Mitchell had an okay game. I think that he made a couple of mistakes, wasn't quite as solid as he has been, especially last season. Not sure why that is. Maybe he's carrying an injury. I know a lot of people are suspecting he's carrying an injury and they're hoping to get him to the break before they can sort it out. And I think you may well be right there. I think that he certainly isn't the player he was last season. But he's still a good defender, but not quite up to the standard he set himself last year. Anyway, so that was the first half that we played really well. We got some good possession going and we were passing the ball really well. Second half, Southampton were never going to play quite as badly as they did in the first half, and they came out a lot stronger in the second half, put us under a bit more pressure, started to up the pace of their own game and started to get more players involved, and it certainly led to a couple of chances from them that Gaiza had to save to keep it at 1-0. So obviously he had a good game as well. And there were periods of time when we were still passing the ball really well. We were getting it forward, getting it to Zaha and trying to create chances. But Southampton had a bit more of the possession in the second half than we did. But I think in general we still coped quite well with the game. I thought that we weren't behind the cosh for the whole second half. We weren't defending in numbers. We were defending where we needed to, but then we were also trying to push out and create stuff. So I thought that we actually did quite well in the second half. Not quite as well as the first half, but certainly nothing bad to be talking about. Again, Southampton had a couple of chances, but in general I thought that we dealt with them quite well, and we managed to see out the game at 1-0. Hughes came on in the second half. He came on for Edouard, and I think he did okay. I think he's one of those players that is very solid in the midfield. I think him and Milivojevic actually worked quite well together. He didn't have a huge amount to do when he came on, but what he did do, he did quite well, I thought. And Eze came off, which was a bit of a shame. I would like to have seen him staying on a bit longer, but then, of course, you understand that we have let in quite a few late goals in previous games, so I guess Patrick Vieira wanted to shore up the midfield and make sure that we were as solid as possible. So AU came on for him, and I think AU did well as well. He was his usual hard-working self. So in general, I think it was a lot of positives to come from that game. And I know it's only Southampton, but I think that it builds a bit of confidence for us, and it's 3 wins on the bounce at home. So hopefully we can take that forward and get some more points on the board as we go forward towards the break. But I'd love to hear your thoughts as always. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you agree with my appraisal of the game, or do you think that it wasn't quite as good as I was saying it was? Don't forget to let me know, and also subscribe if you want to get more information.